Hi, I'm Scott Simons. I run a 7895 Travel here on YouTube as well as on social media. I absolutely love to travel and check out cool, exciting places. On my travels, I absolutely love checking out great local restaurants. I like to cover these in my Travel the Lights videos, where I go to some great local restaurants and sample some amazing local food, which are prepared by some of the finest chefs and cooks out there. Unfortunately, due to all that's been going on with the whole virus and the pandemic, restaurants are really struggling right now. A lot of them have been forced to close due to all the different executive orders and all the different shelter in places, the lockdowns that are happening not just here in the United States, but also all throughout the world. As things slowly start to open up, restaurants as well are beginning to open up. Although here in Michigan, as an example, they're currently closed for dine-in service until, as of right now, May 28, I believe. But in other states here in the United States, restaurants are slowly starting to open up, with some only up to 50% capacity, or even some at 25% in some states, to abide by social distancing guidelines provided by the CDC and the World Health Organization. However, what is happening, which is very unfortunate, is that sales have declined significantly because of all that has been going on, which unfortunately it's been beyond their control. And as a result, restaurants unfortunately are looking to possibly close their doors permanently, or if not in the future, possibly currently. As a matter of fact, I even read an article just a couple hours ago about a bakery here in Southeast Michigan, which was running a business for over 20 years, and they're being forced to shut down their doors, which is absolutely tragic. This is a big problem, because with the local restaurants, because it's not just food that's going to consumers' stomachs. It is the life and soul of many people, because with restaurants, you have your chefs, your cooks, your hosts, your busboys, your servers. It is their income. They have their own families they have to feed. And many restaurants are family owned and have been run by by their ancestors. And restaurants are being forced to shut down, and some of them are having a hard time getting loans from the government or even a stimulus check. So I need your help. It's up to us to help support our local restaurants and bring our local restaurants back on top. While I admit that we won't be able to bring all the restaurants back because the damage has been done, but do as much as we can to help the restaurants which are left. So I like to propose some different options that we can do to help our local restaurants. First, as soon as you're able to and dine-in service is available again, go to your local restaurant. You don't have to travel or anything. You don't have to travel across the country or across the world. Just go to your favorite local restaurant that's just a few miles or a few kilometers away from you, and go in and eat at the restaurant. Support the local businesses. And you can do that by abiding by the guidelines recommended by the CDC and the World Health Organization, by practicing social distancing, wearing face masks or face coverings, and keeping at least 6 feet or 2 meters away from other people. Or if you can't, because restaurants are either still not open for dine-in service, or if you would rather not want to go out because you don't want to catch a virus or anything, there's still the option of delivery. You can also do takeout or takeaway, and you can have the food brought home to you. It's another way of supporting your local restaurants. And also, if you have the money too, especially for the dine-in restaurants, leave an extra tip for your server, because your servers, they only get so much from their wages, because they, especially here in the United States and Canada, I know the tipping laws and regulations are a little bit different, especially in Europe or other parts of the world, but especially here in the United States and Canada, servers live off their tips. And with the restaurants being closed for at least a month, maybe even 2, maybe even longer than that, they're hurting right now. They can't live off stimulus checks and unemployment. So if you have the money, leave the extra tip for your servers, because it'll help them out too. But at the same time, yeah, don't put yourself in a financial bind though. So, but it's just something that I've been doing too when I've been ordering food at a restaurant, although right now it's just for takeaway because of the fact that restaurants are still closed for dine-in service here. But yeah, I've been leaving an extra tip to help people out. And another thing that you can do too is to increase the awareness of supporting your local restaurants. Use tools like Instagram or Twitter. Use different hashtags like local restaurants. And also one hashtag I like to start on Instagram, because what I'm planning to do is I'm gonna be sharing some pictures of some of the greatest food I have had on Instagram using the hashtag ScottmanRestaurants. I invite you to do the same, because I would love to see some of your favorite restaurants and help see us support and help our local restaurants. Are you with me on this? Thank you for listening to this little public service announcement video. Let's help support our local restaurants.